Hi there, River's Edge family. I'm Grace Carey. I've been coming to River's Edge for about 2.5 years, but I started coming to Oasis at the start of my junior year. That's why I switched to Grand Ledge from the school I was going to for 10 years. All throughout my grade school experience, I struggled a lot with bullying. It got to the point my sophomore year that I was finally pulled from that school. It was honestly one of the hardest and most difficult decisions, yet at the same time, it was what I wanted and needed for years. I felt like Jesus was absent in my life because everything that felt like could go wrong that year went wrong. It wasn't until the start of my junior year in 2019 that I finally realized that all of the stuff in my life I never wished upon anybody else was helping sculpt me into the person I am today. Over the past couple of years, I've realized that God knows what's happening right now and what will happen. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." God knows the plans for our lives and why what's happening is happening. He does not wish pain upon us. He does not enjoy watching us suffer, but He knows that He is the ultimate deliverer. I read in a devotional one time, God does not say there won't be troubles, but He does promise to deliver us from them. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. God will deliver. His plan will win. And we can rest in the fact that we know that we can trust Him through the difficult times because His plans are not harmful for us. From my experience, suffering can lead to victory. If I never made the decision to finally switch schools, I would have never came to Grand Ledge Campus Life, which is where I met the youth pastor Charlie, who invited me to Oasis, which means I would literally not be here today, reminding you that God's plan is good and that we can always trust Him and that we can just stay faithful in Him because He knows what's happening. If we choose to follow Christ and bring Him into our hearts, we know that His plan involves heaven, which is literally perfect for us. The Lord saves and rescues us, like Jeremiah 29:11 says. His plans are to give us a hope and a future. He knows what's to come, and He's here for us whenever we need Him, which, we always need Him, obviously. And with that, we can use our story of our past suffering to help others and share how God has delivered us from our past difficulties. I know for me at least, some of the times I found a lot of healing is when I've talked to someone who understands what I've gone through. And when people share with me that they've gone through something similar and how God delivered them from it and turned what was once their greatest weakness into one of their greatest strengths. I've even found that my past difficulties help me with my current struggles. And I definitely believe that from the trauma I've gone through in my life and others, it has made me a stronger person. And that is all glory to God, because if it weren't for Him and for His good plans, I would not be where I am today. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful Wednesday.